What's going on? It's Alexander here, back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Tori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Jeff. I'm really scared. What are you scared for? What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Jeff, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Uh, it's like this. It's like you're supposed to go for Sayori. It seems like for the thing. Oh. I don't want to do like a double route. Because then it could like ruin things how we've been going, you know? But like, ah, mm, mm. Because we're going down the Natsuki route, and we just had that whole thing there, and it's obvious that like there's something there between the two, and it would be wrong and really, well, dickish, and just a scumbaggy. The hell's the word I'm looking for? But like, she did just like tell us, uh, I don't know which one to pick. It's actually fucking with me. Because, like, maybe this also is kind of hard of a decision. Her revealing about the whole depression thing. I want to say it was 13, 14 years ago. I was dealing with really, really bad depression. Like, ready to myself, you know? And, like, something like this, I could see this being contrived as saying that, like, for how the depression brain works. That'd be him. They'd be like, oh, they're just saying that to make me feel better. Such a burden, getting in the way of their love with the one who they were obviously getting ready to make out with there before she showed up. And that one would hurt just as bad as a I knew it, no one will ever love me type thing. Ugh. Both of these are horrible choices. Oh, fuck me. Ah. We've been going. I think we have to go with the Always Near Springs. We've been going down the Natsuki path this entire time. It'd be wrong to suddenly change it because then. This dev knew what they were doing. Oh, I'm going to regret this. Will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is as for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but oh, this is even worse! Please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Louis forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. This is what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest. I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? Being so selfish. So please don't worry about these two. Oh, I'm actually kind of tearing up here. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Jeff. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, screams as loudly as she can. So shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori, I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. I'm feeling so horrible about this. Nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, something different. Oh! These thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. It'll always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Oh, the day of the festival. Why'd the music stop? Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. No! I felt this is the scene I was thinking of. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure that the event will be great too. I'd have to go over to the house after that. Jeff, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. There we go. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days like this important, she'd try a little harder. Oh, that's fucked! After. Oh! I say that, but I still remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after. Yes, you should have! You should take a little responsibility for her, Jeff. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer embarrassed. Did Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? How I basically turned down her confession? Really seem like the bad guy here, but I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? I was being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. Flip through the pages, each member's poem is neatly printed out on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize that Suki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. What the f- Get out of my head, I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. You need to go like now, Jeff. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Jeff, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori. So, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. I guess I open the door and let myself in. Oh no. Okay. This is definitely going to be the scene that I had seen pictures of and people's reactions to. Sayori, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say, yep, yep. Yeah, this is going to have to be censored. Uh, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sorry, wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sarah I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ear. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Was I so selfish? This is all my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship. And I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I have only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she told herself. That girl is a neighbor and good friend of her children. The kind of friend you never walk to school together on days like this. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Nope, if she gets after me like this, I almost was better off running away. And let catch up to me. The hell? School day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. When there is ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Jeff? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. This shit's getting weird. I think the horror's starting. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Well, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that, but it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything: reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Jeff, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you'd at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Jeff. You know that? It's nothing really. I'm going to end this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.